Hey you guys, it's Bright. Tonight we're here with a little update on Miss Lauren the Mortician. She is home for the holidays and playing dress up in Daddy's funeral home. I had quite a few thoughts, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys. So if you're wondering, wow, what on earth is Lauren the Mortician doing after she and her attorney tried to misuse legal systems that are there to protect content from being stolen? They misuse that in order to try to silence people. She has bullied a gay man who is a child safety expert and spread insane and dangerous rumors about him. She has gone off on her own supporters once they voiced their concerns about everything. She has weaponized law enforcement and sent it to a critic's home, caffeinated kitty. And other things as well that I'm sure I'm not just thinking of, right on the spot. But, she was quiet on TikTok there for a few days, and, everyone goes home for the holidays. Everyone goes home, they're, having a cup of cheer and ringing in the new year with their friends and family. Not everybody does that, but a lot of people do. And Lauren decided, you know what? While I go visit my dad and he has his funeral home, that would be a really good way to make new content and prove all my haters wrong. Instead of actually focusing on, this mess that I've created and the end of my own brand on social media, after exposing what a bully I am, let's go into his funeral home and play around a bit, shall we? So sure, first she goes into this and she uses Addams Family music and she's showing off urns. She's riding on the lifting, why can't I think of what that is right now? Like it's like a lifting stretcher. She's showing everybody embalming fluid and all of this kind of stuff, rolling around on the spinny chair. And that's why I say that this is just a dress up, have fun for social media video. I find it to be extremely distasteful with the other funeral directors that I follow. They don't flip around their title and make videos like this for haters. If they're showing embalming fluid, it's because they're educating. If they are showing a crematory, it's because they're educating with kindness, compassion, and grace. Not snapping because you think you're Wednesday Addams. I find this to be tacky. The next video she posted, she is in their showcase of where the urns are put on display so that when a family comes in, they can pick out an urn. And she does talk about, the different shapes of urns, the different sizes. There's one that looks like a golf ball that's kind of cool, like so many different choices. And people in the comments are interested. But anyone who is interested in funeral education, I'm going to give you guys a really good recommendation right now of somebody who is not a bully, somebody who does not misuse the copyright strike system to silence people, does not send police to critics' homes, does not decide to team up with her attorney to try to take people to court for defamation. The best funeral creator that is on TikTok, in my opinion, is Eileen Hollis from Hollis Funeral Home. She works with her dad in upstate New York. They are in the Syracuse, New York area. The way that she educates and talks about all kinds of different death situations, I think that she is so amazing. So I will link Hollis Funeral Home down below in case you guys are interested in education and you don't have to feel like you have to listen to Lauren, because in my opinion, I like to support creators who are not bullies. So then she goes into the crematory and is showing off the equipment and all of this kind of stuff. It's a big, like, this is my daddy's business, and I'm going to give you guys the tour because, yeah, I was doing this for a little while until I got big on social media. Still decided to use the mortuary tag because I know that people will click on my profile because people are interested in this business. But I'm not actually working, but I'm still gonna go ahead and act like I know everything about everything and critique people's videos and tell them how they could be about to kill their children. So here's the video that really kind of set me over the edge. I went from being like, meh, this is, kind of obnoxious and whatever, to it actually being officially distasteful. Lauren brings in her dad and they are filming themselves as they are embalming somebody. She shows off this old petroleum jelly. She shows lip wax. She shows eye caps, but she doesn't say anything about them. And she doesn't say anything about the tools that they're using or what the process consists of. It's great that you're able to assist in this process, but for me, I think that this is the wrong time, wrong place to be filming this simply to show people that you're in your dad's funeral home and you're helping with an embalming process. I found it to be very unprofessional. Two things people picked up on in the comments, and the first one I picked up on myself because of watching Hollis Funeral Homes so much. When she does embalming, and I realize that she is extremely cautious, not only because she was recently pregnant, but also just because that is the way that she does things. She has a full biohazard suit on when she embalms to protect herself from the embalming chemicals. Lauren is wearing Crocs and has her hair down. She's not wearing a mask. She's not wearing any PPE aside from a literal like cover over her clothing and gloves. So I thought that part was interesting. And a lot of people who work in this industry were leaving comments saying, how are you wearing Crocs? Because when you're working with dangerous chemicals, no matter what your career is, most people are not allowed to wear Crocs. So I'm going to leave that out there. What do y'all think about the Crocs thing? I have opinions about the PPE thing, and I found that part to be interesting. Again, a lot of the stuff that Lauren is saying is not because she works in the field. It's because it's common knowledge. It takes, just all you have to do is consume funeral content and you'll know the answers to most of these questions that people are asking her. So it's not really impressive. It's not, for me, I don't know, like there's no way that there's any information that she could provide that I would be okay with receiving instead of supporting somebody who is not toxic and problematic like she is. So then the other video that she posted, and this is the most recent, she goes through the bucket of hardware that has come from the decedents once they are cremated. If somebody has, any metal of any form in their body, back, arms, legs, whatever. So she goes through this bucket and, again, like, and I'll be really honest, you guys, like, if I was having a loved one cremated, I'm the type of person that I would want to take that with me. That might be weird to some people, but I would, that's one of the things where I'm like, no, like, I want to bring that home too. I don't know, call me a weirdo, that's okay. But, if it was somebody that was that close to me, like, I would want that as well. People are in the comments saying, thanks for the education. The video answered a lot of my questions. Like, and look, y'all can obviously support whoever you want to support, but you might want to do a little bit of education and learning yourself on who Lauren is and why so many people have turned against her and are calling her out right now. What she is doing is not okay. And, you know, I was looking back, once in a while I will rewatch my videos because, you know, you never know, like, I might have a little bit of a different opinion, and if and when I like to make an update and share updated thoughts. But I was rewatching the video that I made on what BunnieXO was saying. Jelly Roll's wife, Bunnie, I did a video reacting to her talking about Jeanette Braun, and I still stand very strong on those opinions. But, like, what on earth does Bunnie have to say about Jeanette and Lauren tag teaming this to make such a mess? Like, is she cheering Jeanette on? Because that's her attorney. And I've always said, like, who you associate with, whether it's business or personal, that reflects on you. And for these creators to have Jeanette representing them, and the fact that they are not denouncing her behavior and her weaponizing law enforcement and misusing the copyright strike system and inappropriately silence people's opinions, the fact that there's so much silence really tells me that a lot of these creators just think the same way, and they are okay with silencing critics at any cost. By any means necessary, they don't care if it's right or wrong. They're going to do what they want to do. And I just don't think that's fair. I think the Laura the Mortician case and the entire situation, I think this is going to be a pivotal moment in social media as far as commentary. Every attorney that I have heard talk about this has had the same opinion of this is a frivolous lawsuit and it's not going to stand up once it gets in front of a judge because it is wrong on so many different levels. And because of that, I think it is going to be pivotal, and I think it's going to be a big turning point in allowing opinions to exist online. It's going to confirm that as long as commentary channels are playing by the rules and they are not doing things like breaking terms of service, mobilizing fans, being bullies, doing that kind of stuff, as long as you're not on that side of the road and you're still trying to call yourself a commentary channel, if you are playing by the rules, you are going to be able to stand strong on your content and realize that it's going to be able to exist. It's going to be able to exist, and I hope that this is a learning lesson, and I hope that it also kind of divides the commentary channels into two different genres, because I have seen commentary channels where it's like you are breaking terms of service, and I've seen commentary channels where it's like you are breaking terms of service and you are not playing by the rules, and you are literally just wanting to sit here to bully people and call yourself a commentary channel, and that is not okay. And the commentary channels that do play by the rules and are making really good content, I hope that they continue to get the success that I want all of them to get. Because if you are doing things the right way, I have nothing but the best feelings for you. Like I've said a million times, I appreciate commentary. I appreciate reaction style conversations. When I say that there are commentary channels out there that are simply bullies trying to veil content as commentary, don't agree with that. But I can appreciate commentary for the most part. But anyway, that's what's going on with Lauren. She has recovered from her mommy makeover that she had. You know, with her doctor and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I still don't know what the deal was with the doctor that she worked with, but in my opinion, I think that it was some kind of partnership. That is my personal opinion, and influencers have a long history of not properly disclosing sponsorships, and the FTC is getting on their asses. There were a bunch of influencers that just recently got a letter from the FTC because they were not properly disclosing when they are working with brands. That might be another video. I'm still researching it. But either way, that's the situation with Lauren. I think back to the beginning of all of this, and when I made my first video about Lauren, it was obviously before the lawsuit was a thing. It was much earlier than that. And, you know, nobody was talking about Lauren the Mortician and how toxically cruel she is. I'm glad that more people are talking about her, but I also think back to the beginning when I made the first video about her, and I think, wow, this really started all because she couldn't let Jamie Grayson be fantastic. She could not allow him to be the educated, fantastic person that he is. And she had to get mouthy, and she had to, more importantly, spread a dangerous narrative that is not okay. That is not okay. Even if, let's just say that Jamie Grayson was not a CPST. Let's just say that he was somebody who had a little bit of training but wasn't certified, but that's just where his passion was you know, child products. Even if that was the case, which it is not, he is a CPST, and all of that is very, very true and fantastic. But even if it wasn't, like, to spread those kinds of narratives about a gay man or a gay woman or anything along those lines is so insanely dangerous. Some of the comments that Lauren has been responding to are things like, I don't understand why people won't leave you alone. And Lauren's like, it's been nonstop. Lauren, do you realize that you literally started a hate campaign against a gay man because he literally is trained, certified, and educated in the content that he is making? You could not just let him be. You started this whole catastrophe with a very dangerous and scary narrative. And that is, Jamie Grayson is a creep because he has car seats and strollers in his home. That is what Lauren started this whole thing. That was the match that she threw on it to ignite everything. And from there, it went up in flames. I'm glad that Jamie has gotten so much support through this, because a lot of people didn't know who Jamie was until all of this happened. And there are a lot of people like me, I don't have kids, and I'm not interested in, you know, car seat safety because that's not what I'm shopping for at this point in my life. But I support Jamie, and I support the content that he brings to social media. And I didn't know about him until Lauren decided to act like a complete idiot and start this whole thing off. So a lot of people have discovered Jamie that wouldn't have known that he was out there before this. So that is one of the good things that has come out of this so far. And I hope and I think that another positive that's going to come out by the time all of this is said and done is that it will be a reminder that opinions are allowed to be made. People are going to not like you if you are on social media. There are people every single day who come up with their own decision. I don't like this person, and this is how I feel about it, and that is okay. And again, I'm never here for the bullying or harassment of creators, because that is never okay. Nobody needs their personal info leaked, or some, you know, deranged person showing up at their job or their house or whatever. That is never okay. But someone coming on their own platform or leaving you a comment and saying, I really don't like you and this is why and this is how I feel about it, that is allowed to exist. And I think that's something else that's going to come out once all of this is said and done, is just the reiterating of opinions are allowed to be had. If you're having a problem with somebody bullying you or cyber stalking you, then you do need to work with the platform and with your local law enforcement to make sure that it stops. But that is not what copyright is for. That is not what defamation is for. And that is not what a judge's time is for in this situation. It's not okay. And I'm here to talk about it. So that's my little rant for Miss Laura the Mortician. I'm going to continue with other stuff, but I figured I would pop this in to close the year out. I'm also going to do a video on Miss Katie Joy, the trauma vulture. I have quite a few thoughts on her, so that will be coming soon. But for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.